Hi, handsome man.
Hi.
Almond pulp cracker.
We could have left out the word pulp. The almond part was good. I see a little salt maybe or something on here. Crunchy. That was actually pretty good. I like the salt on it too.
That Celtic, yeah.
No, it's good.
Hits the spot. Could work.
Is there herbs in there?
I used a touch of tamari and Celtic salt. That's it.
Yeah, pretty good. You want to try one? What do you think? Yummy.
We're gonna go to confection. 350. My stove just knocks it down. Got almond pulp and almond pulp and almond pulp. I'm gonna measure that out, see where we get to. So I think if I had packed it in, it would have been 3 cups. So it was a bit more because it was loose. So what I'm gonna do is about a 50-50. So I'm gonna add 3 cups of almond flour. Okay, here we go. Now I've looked at several cracker recipes, and usually people are doing like either almond pulp or almond flour, so we're gonna blend the idea. I don't know if you guys have ever had Eve's crackers, but she, or whoever makes those, they use actually Bragg's amino acids in them for flavor, and I really like the flavor in those. I'm trying to get away from how seedy they are and use up my almond pulp clearly, but I don't have any Bragg's on me, so I'm thinking to use a little gluten-free tamari and then some similar ideas. Eve also uses, instead of the sprouted chia or flax, they use the psyllium. So I think I'm gonna use a little bit of both. So I'm dealing with 6 cups of flour. So I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of my sprouted chia and flax, and then 3 tablespoons of the psyllium. I went with 4 tablespoons of my sprouted chia and flax and 2 tablespoons of my psyllium. I'm gonna use a 1/2 cup of a very fine olive oil. I don't know if you've looked into olive oil controversy lately, but they're not so much importing fake seed oils now as they are is just not actually giving you the grade you think. So a little tip off is to find these, this little red one here. I can't zone in right now. It says the North American Olive Oil Association. You actually need something. This one's even dated when they were picked. So just make sure you check your olive oil. Anyways, I'm gonna do a 1/2 cup in this 6 cup mixture. Pop your rings off. I'm just gonna give this a little bit of a toss before we get started here. So if you wanted to not use a soy, you could put your salt in now if you wanted that. I saw some people use baking soda in their ingredient list. So I'm not sure if you want to pursue that, or any herbs. Because I'm going to use soy sauce, I wasn't really sure what herbs I would want to use. I mean, I think garlic would go well, but I think I'm going to stay pretty plain actually. So I'm just going to get this all blended up. And then I'm going to throw my oil in. And I'm going to give that a nice hand massage. Meet you back. I have a 1.5 teaspoons here, also known as a 1/2 tablespoon. And I'm just going to drizzle that around. Now, if I grab my dough right now, you'll see it does kind of bind. It's a bit dry, but it can stick. I'll show you what I mean. So the thing is once I throw this in the oven, I have to actually get the moisture back out of it. So I don't want to put a whole lot of moisture into it in the first place, but I need enough that it will stick together and not crumble apart. So maybe a tiny bit more, but I'll get this soy sauce mixed in and we'll see where we're at. So it is binding really quite nicely. I tasted the dough. I think it can use just a tiny bit more of this. So I'm getting up to a whole tablespoon now. 2 1/2 tablespoons, 3 teaspoons. And I'm just gonna massage that in again and meet you back. Okay, so the dough is looking fine and tasty. I'm gonna take a little ball, and you can roll it out between two pieces of parchment with a rolling pin, as thin as possible, but I'm just gonna use this big thing repeatedly. With this right here, like that. This goes back down, like so. And then I have this, so I could use a bigger ball. And then I'm gonna transfer this to my sheets over there for the oven. Okay, so I ended up with 3 pans of 6. So with my 6 cups, make sure that's essentially 2 cups per pan. So a third a cup per tortilla. And this was a large press, just so you know, it's a little bit oversized. So I fly through making these things with that was just so quick, so easy. Honestly, I just like, okay, that was easy. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them like this. Now I can see that there's some breakage, right? If it breaks there, I'm just gonna go with where it broke. And otherwise, I'm just gonna cut these up. Don't sweat fleeting things. Crackers are very fleeting, so who cares if they break? My broken pan, see? No big deal. Just go with it. It's a big part of life. Going with what you got. Bob and weave. I think you know what, actually, I don't like pricking these with forks. I think if I had one hand to just hold it down while I did it, it might be better. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just prick just this one. I think because my dough is a slight dry, it's actually kind of breaking up the dough. So I'm just gonna prick just that one. We'll see how that one goes. I'm gonna grab some salt. All right, so I got this beautiful gray Celtic salt. I don't know if I want that on all of it or not. I think I do, Archie. I think I want Celtic salt on all my crackers. It's so lovely. I don't know if it's gonna really bind unless I push on it maybe a little bit. Just pat it down a bit so it sticks. Do you think you'd like Celtic salt on yours? Okay, there's the half and half, and then we'll see what we like better. Got one forked one, and we'll do one more pan here, and then we'll leave the other pan unsalted. All right, we'll do, technically we're 1 over half because I got 4 out of, all right, they're going in. They are, bye-bye. We're gonna go 12 minutes and check them. Okay, my timer went off at 12 minutes, but I think I waited another 5. So these are probably around, 17 minutes or something like that. And there's still, I can tell there's still moisture in them. I could flip them easily, I think, at this point, which is what I think I will do. I think I'll flip them all, toss them back in for 10. It's going back in, and I'll do the other trays. So here's the deal. They're kind of crunchy, they're really tasty, and they're looking good. But I'm just gonna, I've shut off the oven, and I'm just gonna leave them in here with the heat on to continue drying out. And yeah, they're looking good though. Okay, there's my almond pulp crackers. 2 layers. And let's see here. Ooh, nice.
Nice and crunchy, but melty, thin. I like the Celtic salts. Those are good. I think to maximize freshness on those, throw them in Ziploc and keep them in the freezer.
Probably.